gonna be a nice kind of slow, cold ride down to the top, or down to the bottom. And so I figured I'd kind of use this time to talk about some things that I mentioned in the 2018 year in review video, and some things that I've been working on, and some things that are coming up soon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Each Adventure channel. My name is Josh, and you can see we're out here in the snow. Just came up here and found some snow and decided to take some video, and this is going to be interesting because this is really slippery. Woo! There's about 1.5 inches maybe of snow all over the ground here. You can see where I came up on the left. This is awesome. We don't need a snow bike. But yeah, we're up here on San Savin Road, I think it is. About 13 miles up or so. I didn't go all the way to the top because the snow is starting to get pretty deep. And I'm out here alone, so I don't want to take any chances. Woo! Oh, you feel that tire slipping around. Oh, hey now. That's the turn I just did. Awesome. So anyways, it's going to be a nice kind of slow, cold ride down to the top, or down to the bottom. And so I figured I'd kind of use this time to talk about some things that I mentioned in the 2018 year in review video, and some things that I've been working on, and some things that are coming up soon. So first, this is something that I wanted to touch on in the video, but I kind of ran out of time since the video ended up being super long. And that is the idea of sponsorship. So this is something I've kind of gone back and forth with for a while. And to be honest, like when I did first start this, I thought it'd be cool, like, oh yeah, I can get a sponsor and get, you know, discounts and stuff on things, and, you know, maybe some free stuff, you know, because that sounds intriguing. Like, I mean, I already don't like to spend money on stuff anyways. But very quickly, I kind of realized that might not really be something that I want to do. And, you know, I like doing things on this channel the way that I want to do it. And I feel like with sponsorships, it could be a really, really slippery slope when it comes to kind of like the honesty and kind of pure, raw, you know, completely unbiased opinions that I bring to you guys. And I don't want to jeopardize that at all. You know, and I'm at that point where I could start reaching out to sponsors, and this is exactly actually what happened. So Kinda actually had a sponsorship open up last year, and I was like, sweet, like I love Kinda tires. You know, I will go ahead and sign up for the sponsorship, and I did get accepted. But I started to realize that, like, I don't want to be tied to one specific brand or one specific company. I don't mind. I wouldn't be opposed to like doing a review, like a completely unbiased review. But, you know, to be tied to a certain company or a certain product just because of a sponsorship, you know, and I love Kinda tires, but, you know, what if I want to mount up a Shinko, or what if I want to mount up a Moto Z or Modas, or, you know, whatever those tires are called. You know, I want to be able to do that, and I want to be able to review those things for you guys, and give you my opinion as kind of a budget-minded dual sport and adventure rider. And being tied to a product sponsorship or a company sponsorship like that takes away that ability. And I didn't really want to go that route. Another thing that was kind of on the back of my mind too is Fortnite posted a video a while back talking about how companies pay for positive reviews. And like that, I don't know, like I get it, like they're taking advantage of social media and different things to get, their reviews out there and to expose the brand to people and stuff like that. But that's not something I want to be involved in. Like the bikes that I want to ride and review, I want to ride and review them like as totally unbiased and honest as I can. And I think I'm in a pretty good position where I could look at a bike and say, okay, this is a good thing for this type of rider, this is not a good thing for this type of rider. I would never do a review that like just totally bashes something. I mean, I just might as well skip the review altogether. But yeah, I like the idea of doing like affiliate type links like I do for my Amazon, because those are products that I use, those are products that I have on my bike. Like everything that you see on my gear page, everything that you see, if you see in a review on this channel for something, or things that I own, that I use, and I want to share that experience. And just because a company is willing to offer me a 50% discount or whatever it is, or free, I don't want to get into that position where I'm just getting stuff or buying stuff that I know I probably never use, just to pitch a product to you guys. So going forward, I'm making the conscious decision not to pursue any sponsorships. Like I said, that's not to say if a company reached out to me and wanted me to do like a completely unbiased review, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. But the conditions, I don't care what the monetary amount would be, if any, or if it was just like a free product or whatever, it's going to be completely unbiased. And if that's not okay, then I'm not going to do it. Because I think there's a lot in social media that's kind of driven by that. It's driven by really heavy into marketing, really heavy into product sponsorships and paid reviews and stuff like that. And I just, that's not what I wanted this channel to be, and that's what it's not going to be. So, like I said, going forward, we will not be doing anything like that. But I will be recommending stuff that I ride with, and stuff that I think is an excellent value for the money. And all those things you can find on my website. You'll be able to find the stuff on there. There'll be a little description from me about what it is and why I use it. And I think that's pretty cool. So if that's not up already, that should be up pretty shortly. Second thing is the merch is coming. It's coming. I went ahead and placed my order for stickers last night, and so we got stickers in the mail. I'm going to be updating my website to include the store. I'm hoping by the time, because I'm usually 2 to 3 months behind on videos, so I'm hoping by the time this video hits, I will have places for you guys to go to see all of this goodness. So it's been a lot. It's been a while. It's been in the works for a while, and I've just been so busy lately. That's why this ride's been so nice so far. It's just kind of almost sort of done with the majority of the hard stuff that I had to do for work, and now I just kind of get a little bit of time to relax, focus on some things I wanted to do for the channel, some projects that I wanted to do, like fixing up my son's TTR 125, and yeah, it should be good. So merchandise is on the way, so we'll definitely have stickers, we'll do shirts, and I love coffee. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I love coffee, and so we'll have a coffee mug, Each Adventure coffee mug. And that kind of brings me to the last thing about kind of having this channel being self-sufficient, and something that I want to continuously invest time and effort into, because it's not easy. It's not easy. This editing's been difficult. I've been trying to make the stories and the editing and stuff a little bit better, just to make it a little bit more entertaining and fun. And because a lot of times a plain moto vlog of just a ride isn't very entertaining, but when you throw in some music and some other things, it makes it a little bit more fun. So that's what we're all about, is having fun, having adventure. And so on the year in review video, I mentioned the idea of starting a Patreon, and I didn't get any negative feedback about that idea, so I'm going to go ahead and go forward with it. I did get a couple suggestions, which are very, very much appreciated. And here's like my thought on Patreon. Like, I know there's some moto vloggers that are really all for it. There's some of them that just are kind of in a neutral zone about it. There's some that don't agree with the idea. And like, this is my idea on Patreon. Like, I see it as a platform to be able to interact with a content creator. I'm not a supporter of a ton of different channels. Actually, I was only a supporter on Everride's channel, still am, and I was a supporter for freaking Jim's channel up until he closed his Patreon account. And that was cool. Like, it provided me a way to send them messages, and it just makes the YouTube thing a bit more personal, and that's really what I'm after. I've seen other like really, really bad, like failed Patreon attempts where, the minimum pledge for any type of perk is like $25. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, for me, if there's a creator that I really, really enjoy, so for example, like if Colorado Dual Sport or Hermit the Vlog were to open a Patreon in a way that they could continue, or they would want to continue making videos, then I would be 100% on board to signing up for their Patreon account, because like, I miss those guys. Like, I miss watching those guys. There's other channels that as soon as my debt-free journey is over, that I'll throw in a couple of bucks just because I appreciate what they do, and I appreciate the content, and I appreciate, I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to interact directly with the creator. That's pretty cool. So I haven't nailed down perks yet, but since the merchandise is coming, that's probably something I'm going to get to. So like I said, hopefully by the time this video launches, the Patreon thing will be live. And if you guys do want to go the extra mile and support the channel, you guys will have a place to do that. Man, this was such a good ride. It turned out to be pretty freaking awesome, actually. Through the water. Woo! So depending on how the sticker sales and stuff go, and if anybody is interested in the Patreon thing, the next order of business, I think, is to get a camera, get a better camera. I really neglect the social media and stuff when it comes to photos. One, a lot of times I don't want to get off the bike and take photos. But I love seeing the guys that do, like the WLF guys, all those photos and stuff. Those are pretty freaking cool. And so I definitely want to get a camera that's better than a phone camera for these type of rides. And I also really want to get a drone. When I watch Colin with all his different camera angles and his drone footage and stuff, it's just like the coolest thing. Like, it just adds so much more. And like, I'm a creative, like, I've been creative all my life. If you watch that 3x3 challenge video, you kind of see that I've always been kind of involved in video and creating stuff, whether it's been music or video, photos, websites. Like, I just like making things, and with a little bit better equipment, we can make a little bit better stuff. But I think we've done pretty well, to be honest, with what we've had. I mean, I basically run this whole channel so far off of a GoPro that I got like 5 years ago, and then this Sony camera that I've had a little over a year, that only cost me like 140 bucks because I bought it open box. A computer that I already had, relatively budget cheap gear, relatively budget cheap bike. And man, we've come a long way. So again, I say this a lot, but just thank you guys so much for the support and for watching. I like sharing these rides with you guys, and I like hearing about your own as well. Like this route, this route came from the recommendation of a subscriber of mine, Mr. Anthony. So it's been good. It's been good. We've got a pretty good group of subscribers now, and it's been a lot of fun. I never thought there'd be much of a community around this thing because it's really more of a personal blog. But the guys, you know, I know the names of the guys that come back week to week and watch the videos, and it's just cool. Like, it's just really cool. And I do want to apologize if you know, if you're subscribed to my channel and you you know, come every single week, but I'm not subscribed to yours, or if I am, I don't watch the videos. It's just, to be honest, like I don't watch a whole lot of moto vlogs as much as I used to, anyways, just because I don't have a whole lot of time. So I try to catch most of my favorites, but even then, just like my footage, I'm usually like a month behind. So this is nothing personal. It's just really limited amounts of time. That's what it comes down to. Get SoCal in all its glory. Hopefully you guys detected the hint of sarcasm in my voice. Just kidding, just kidding. I'll be nice. Alright, but anyways, guys, I think I'm out of things to talk about. We're getting pretty close to getting back down to the bottom, and so I figured I'd go ahead and bid you guys farewell here. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave me a like down below. If you're new here, please subscribe. We like to do adventures like this on a weekly basis, and I'd love to have you guys along for the ride. Anyways, guys, be sure to have fun, take care, and ride safe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, be sure to get out there and have adventures of your own. And I will see you guys next time. Later.
Thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, please let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button. If you are new here, please subscribe to see more adventures just like this one. For information about my riding gear or the various ways you can help support the channel, please check out the links below or head over to www.eachadventure.com. I'll see you in the next one.